Don't waste your time with explanations. People only hear what they want to hear. No persons are more frequently wrong than those who will not admit they are wrong. It takes greater faith to dance in the dark than to rest in light. Misconceptions play a prominent role in my view of the world. Just be real. It saves everyone's time. In my deepest wound, I saw your glory, and it dazzled me. Judging is the cause that creates the effect of choosing. A clown on a throne is still a clown. A king in rags is still a king. Those who look for the bad in people will surely find it. Belief can be manipulated. Only knowledge is dangerous. Any intelligent fool can make things bigger and more complex. It takes a touch of genius and a lot of courage to move in the opposite direction. When your opponent gives you an opening, be swift as a hare. A conscious human is driven by their conscience, not popular opinion. Everything should be made as simple as possible, but not simpler. Become braver, stronger, wiser, kinder, and you will become better. What is of supreme importance in war is to attack the enemy's strategy. Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. Your sacred space is where you can find yourself over and over again. The world changes. We do not. Therein lies the irony that kills us. Maybe some things aren't meant to be known. Maybe they're just meant to be accepted. Victory is reserved for those who are willing to pay its price. Be sure to place your feet in the right place, then stand firm. An opinion should be the result of thought, not a substitute for it. Some use drugs to silence the pain. Others use them to feel the pain they silenced. You can jail a revolutionary, but you can't jail the revolution. Abundance is not the absence of scarcity. It is the presence of abundant mentality. We're going to aspire to break through and create our own reality. Common sense is the collection of prejudices acquired by age 18. We all make choices, but in the end, our choices make us. The truths that matter most to us come always half-spoken. Weak people revenge, strong people forgive, intelligent people ignore. There is no wealth like knowledge, no poverty like ignorance. The flame that burns twice as bright burns half as long. What is right is not always popular, and what is popular is not always right. Focus on making yourself better, not on thinking that you are better. Dining with the king, your attire, attitude, and mentality must change. A person's limitations are only measured by their drive to succeed. Reason is, and ought only to be the slave of the passions. The best knowledge is knowing yourself and your inner being. The butterfly counts not months but moments and has time enough. I'm not going to die. I'm going home like a shooting star. To forget the whole world is easy. To make the whole world forget you is hard. If you listen to critics for too long, you will become deaf to success. Create your own miracles. Do what you think you cannot do. It takes more effort to avoid the truth than it does to face it. Don't look to the approval of others for your mental stability. Communism is the final logic of the dehumanization of man. The essence of being human is that one does not seek perfection. He who doesn't understand history is doomed to repeat it. Even though the ship may go down, the journey goes on. The expert in anything was once a beginner. If you want more, you have to require more from yourself. Your direction is more important than your speed. If you correct your mind, the rest of your life will fall into place. Success, for most people, requires unlearning as much as learning. Sometimes, when hardships knock, it's just life. Do not take it personal. Man is an animal who has to live in a lie in order to live at all. They don't actually want you to do your own thing, not unless it's their thing too. We have to speak the truth always, at any cost, and no matter what. Respect yourself, and others will respect you. I could die for you, but I couldn't and wouldn't live for you. The greatest step towards a life of simplicity is to learn to let go. Life is 10% what you make it, and 90% how you take it. Two things are infinite, the universe and human stupidity, and I am not sure about the universe. To touch the soul of another human being is to walk on holy ground. Don't be afraid of failure. This is the way to succeed. Karma is given, not to those who ask, but to those who ask of nothing. A trusting heart will follow only those who truly follow their heart. Whatever is going to happen will happen, whether we worry or not. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. It is said we learn more from our failures than our successes. The space under the sky is occupied by all things in their unity. When you change your thoughts, remember to also change your world. So the important thing in a military operation is victory, not persistence. Perhaps home is not a place, but simply an irrevocable condition. When anger rises, think of the consequences. By what men think, we create the world around us daily new. Accepting oneself does not preclude an attempt to become better. Always be friendly, always be kind, like the most beautiful flower that you can find. Either you want change or you want comfort, but you can't have both. There is no greater danger than underestimating your opponent. Bad habits are like a comfortable bed, easy to get into, but hard to get out of. At some point, we all look up and realize we are lost in a maze. Anger dwells only in the bosom of fools. Once you really know yourself, can't nobody tell you nothing about you. It is man's natural sickness to believe that he possesses the truth. When people try to bury you, remind yourself you are a seed. It shattered something inside me that hadn't been broken before. All men who have achieved great things have been great dreamers. Everything that is done in this world is done by hope. All men know the utility of useful things, but they do not know the utility of utility. Being brave means that knowing when you fail, you won't fail forever. We have 4 problems: overthinking, trust, share, love. Hence the saying, the enlightened ruler lays his plans well ahead. The good general cultivates his resources. If at first you don't succeed, remove all evidence you ever tried. A rose does not answer its enemies with words, but with beauty. Distance sometimes lets you know who is worth keeping and who is worth letting go. Heaven is like an egg, and the earth is like the yolk of the egg. Weak leadership can wreck the soundest strategy. Your preciousness lies in your essence. It cannot be lost by anything that happens.